Okay, so it seems that there's been a little bit of a situation going on with Raora. Now, essentially, she has actually come out with an announcement, which, as you know, many announcements kind of worry a lot of people, but she made it very clear in the kind of title of the stream that this is not a graduation, but it's serious. So, again, yeah, a lot of people were wondering exactly what was going on with Raora, and well, it seems like we have an answer. With a lot of recent Hololive members obviously going on breaks and things, it seems like she's also going to be joining them as she kind of shares some news regarding her health and things going on with that, which could obviously lead her to, yeah, taking a break for a little bit, which obviously is absolutely fine. And a lot of people have been flooding over a lot of support and kind of, yeah, just being very positive towards her. But essentially, she says that she's having a break due to a serious medical issue involving severe trauma to her vocal cords, also known as vocal nodules. Apparently, she's been trying various treatments, but the condition has worsened, and the only way to prevent it from getting worse is a surgery. The surgery will be followed by a long recovery period, during which she's not allowed to speak much. This means she'll be unable to stream, record, or participate in collabs for a while, which, yeah, obviously, if you guys don't know, you know, if you're on a rest from having your vocal cords, you know, done in surgery and stuff, you know, you're not going to be able to stream. That is the one thing that a VTuber really needs whenever it comes to streaming, right? You could like be, you know, immobile or something like that, and you could still, you know, be a VTuber and stream, right? But the one thing that a VTuber really needs is obviously being able to speak. And yeah, obviously Raora will not be able to do that for a little bit, and will, yeah, have to avoid from speaking until obviously, you know, her you know, vocal cords get better. And obviously, you know, that's totally fine. I mean, if it's something that is going to prevent stuff from getting worse, then I think this is you know, good for her, and it'll be good for her in the long term to keep her vocal cords obviously healthy and stuff. And you know, it's actually kind of surprising that she's been so, I guess, open about exactly what is going on, because a lot of people would just say, "Oh, I'm having medical issues. I'll be back in a couple months or whatever," and yeah, it will be like that. But again, you know. She goes on to say that her last stream before the break is planned for the 27th, and that she's working hard to pre-record content, including shorts to release while she is gone. She promises to do her best to recover and return back as soon as she can, coming back stronger than before. So again, there is no actual timeline or date on exactly when Raora will be coming back to streaming, but obviously it is you know, sad, and a lot of people you know, rushing over to give support. Obviously, people giving some recent chat as well, saying she has nodules, which has her vocal cords in pain, and may take a surgery and a relatively long time to heal and recover from. Please take your time to recover, and good luck with surgery. So please, I'll never ask for a better jetpack again. Just get better, mama. They say, yeah, big cat deserves big vacation. I hope that the surgery and recovery goes well, and don't worry about us. We'll be right here when you get back. And obviously, yeah, a lot of people saying, hello, Raora. My English may be strange as because I used a translation app, but I wrote this because I wanted to support you. I hope that your surgery goes well. I'm only a character string on the internet, but I can still support you by writing a comment like this. We will respect your decision and wait patiently. Please rest now to recover, and I hope you come back with a smile on your face, from a Japanese Hololive listener. And yeah, 100% true. He said, as a visiting deadbeat, I do wish you very well on your surgery and the recovery following it. Hopefully everything goes well and you make a full recovery. Do take your time and rest well, as I'm sure Chatini would agree with that. I really do enjoy your streams. You're a very comfy streamer to watch. So yeah, literally all support that is in here. Obviously, some people also relating, saying my dad is a singer. He's gone through surgery to remove nodules in his vocal cords, and when he recovered, he returned to sing as always. Just be a good kitty and obey the doctor's advices to recover properly. Don't come back because you feel better, okay? Wait for the doctor to discharge you. Your Chatini will still be here waiting for you as long as you need. We love you lot. So yeah, obviously a lot of people as well just kind of give a little bit of support in terms of like, hey, you know, don't rush coming back, because obviously that could be the thing that, you know, could mess everything up. I know a lot of streamers and you know, content creators as well, you know, are very eager to get back into the space as soon as they possibly can, to the point where it might be detrimental in terms of like not listening to the doctor's advice and trying to come back early and stuff. But in this case with the vocal cords, I think obviously, yeah, she needs to follow exactly what the doctor is telling her to do, else yeah, it could be pretty bad, and she could end up, you know, being off longer than usual. But again, I do think that, she will follow that. I mean, it is a big surgery, so I'm sure she'll follow whatever they are saying. But yeah, obviously, it did kind of shock a lot of people as she used this image. Like, okay, like whenever a VTuber uses this image, it's usually not good. Like, I'm glad that she did include that, like, not a graduation kind of clarification in the title, because if you saw this with like a "we need to talk" and just this image, this is like almost 99% sure this is a graduation, right? But it's not. It's not a graduation. But this image, I'm sure if there was a graduation, that would be used, right? Like, that is a very graduation-esque image. People said, I guess you mentioned something in the recent members only stream. Obviously, this is before the announcement. They said, sounds like a possible medical break. She said she did, but not with a ton of detail. Pretty sure it's something that many other members have gone through. Said yes, most likely. She has many VODs from recent streams that she's expressed issues with vocal strain. I'm very sad because it often affects female streamers a lot due to tighter and smaller vocal cords. It is way too common for people to develop vocal nodules from this excessive non-stop talking, singing, etc. I really hope she doesn't need vocal surgery. Obviously, yeah, she did confirm that she did need it, and yeah, I think it is something that a lot of people go through, and I'm sure a lot of VTubers have gone through as well. I'm not sure which VTubers have gone through this already, but again, when you're talking a lot and whenever you're kind of constantly talking a lot, especially on stream, of course, it's going to start causing issues like those vocal nodules, which he's having issues with, right? But also, I know, obviously, they do a bit of singing and stuff as well, which can also affect things like that. Obviously, people saying nice of her to immediately debunk it being a graduation announcement. So now I'm just curious what it could be. And obviously, yeah, I said it's a little serious. So I'm guessing it's a medical procedure, which, yeah, obviously, it was fully confirmed later on. And obviously, yeah, people said it'd be cool if we could normalize vacations. Most streamers straight up don't take vacations and they burn out or injure themselves. I want to live in a world where people can stream for like 3 months and then take like 1 month off to recharge or something, and everyone would be cool with it. And again, I do think that is true, but I think it is dependent on obviously companies and stuff. Obviously, Hololive have like a quota and a contract for you to fulfill, right? Compared to maybe an indie VTuber who could take that time off whenever they wanted, and we have seen that done before, right? They say every streamer thinks, but what if I leave and the views don't return? Take the time off before your body makes you. Which, yeah, is true. I think every content creator kind of thinks that way. That's why I never really stop, is because of just like, if I leave, what if they don't come back? And obviously that isn't true. Even I took a break like recently, and that everyone is still there whenever you come back. So again, it is just trying to beat that mentality, I guess, for a lot of streamers and VTubers out there. And yeah, I can understand why some people are reluctant to take time off and are very apologetic to take time off. But yeah, as I said, this is essentially a full update on Raora. Again, it seems like she will be going on a break, on a little hiatus, while she recovers from the surgery. Again, I don't know when the surgery is or whatever, whenever it's starting. Obviously, her last stream is going to be on the 27th. But again, it's going to take a very long time to recover. So again, I'm assuming it's going to be a lot of months. It's not going to be like a couple of weeks or something. But again, we'll have to wait and see. And obviously, I'm sure, although she can't talk on stream and stuff, I'm sure she'll give updates over on Twitter and other places like that with text instead, because obviously, she can still use her hands and text, right? So again, we'll probably see something like that coming out. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSubs, use my code Kazo, get 10% off, and they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So, see ya.